All right, map 13. Ooh. I remember this one. This is, well, it's a little loud. That's as low as it goes. So, 5,000 monsters. The opening and the end are the hardest parts. I think you see why. Basically, there are a lot of cyber demons over here, and a lot of revenants. But sometimes, go for the pinkies first. So you get a lot of space, despite not actually needing to damage them that much. The strategy for this is going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to run around a lot. Actually, that's not true. I don't remember what I did. Oh, there are evil marines too. Okay, it looks like running around a lot is not my strategy. Okay, now I remember what I did. I hit that switch so I could go into the hard fight. So the way this level's set up... It's too loud, I'm sorry. It's that big open space, and when you hit the switch, you can go to that central pillar, and it has 3 different fights. Might be more or less. I think it's 3. And each is different. This is the hardest of those. And it's situated in a good position on the map. So all of the enemies in the main area sort of slide in that direction because the AI is stupid. So it's very nice. Like, you can do this, teleport back, and all the enemies are clumped together. Okay. This fight, you gotta have the wherewithal to not get scared by the cybers and let them kill the revs. I actually killed them a little bit early here. Oh, this is with, I think it's UDMF or whatever format. But despite this being a map 13, it does have a secret exit, and everything works out smoothly. I know for all of us, you know, vanilla Doom and Boom enthusiasts, that might seem weird. It's really not that bad. It's actually not bad at all. It's perfectly fine. The only thing that it might be a little difficult with is you expect it to be map 15, right? But luckily, no reason told us. He said in the Doomworld post, hey, you need to look out for map 13. That one has a secret exit. So I appreciate him telling us. So yeah, this is the hardest of those sort of go into this small area fights, and you have to do all of them. But I do this one first because it's the hardest, and it gives me that really good position on the map. So enemies. So I'm sort of eastward, and enemies are going to clump towards the northeast now, which is good. So now my job is just clear all of these guys. Now I'll let it play for a little while, but I did it very slowly, so eventually I'm going to speed it up. No! Man, this is what I get for recording the videos a while after I play them. I guess I just jumped into the next big fight area. So the idea here, you just got to be quick. You got to be on the ball. Like, kill these revs, hit the switches, and get out of there. Because there's really no chance you can kill all these cacos in time. Yeah. Though they do come visit the other area, and maybe they'll infight a little bit. That's why I did that. But to do the general strategy I'm doing, you don't have to do that fight early. So the reason this is tedious is there's so many um, cyber demons, and they're very far away. And when you're fighting one, the other cybers can see you. So it's tough to get that nice 2-tap safely. Honestly, if I remember correctly, I spend like 15 minutes running around here. But don't worry, I'll speed it up. I think you get the idea. We're just running around, shooting the cybers, running away. That's too fast. Just go to 250. The plasma is viable, because it does decent damage regardless of the range. And it's much stronger here than usual. I will end up still getting hit though, because I'm dumb. I'm gonna speed it up more. I'm sorry. This goes on for a really long time. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're the evil marines, and they like make the same sound. So I got scared for a second. I'm like, am I recording the wrong demo file? Like, why did I hear the Doom Guy death sound? So many cybers. I might have preferred if these were the Fractured Worlds slash Magnolia mini cybers. I feel like such a goober spending 15 minutes like cowardly fighting these guys. But look, I would have died in one more missile. Don't worry, it gets better after this. Really cool area, but it's quite grindy section. Alright, I think that's it for this running around thing. So, normal speed again. Alright. This is probably the easiest of those here's a big fight room that we have to do to open an exit. So easy you could even do it without the BFG, but yeah. Not much to say here, other than I guess it's safer to stay on the side without the Manx, obviously. So it is important to keep my health up, though. Because if I can keep full health for the final battle, that's a big deal. The final fight's quite hard. Now, let's just speed up this cleanup here. So if you do this fight while there's still enemies around, you'll probably die because they show up in, like, this section directly opens into the main area. You don't teleport back like the other ones. So it's not like enemies are congregating on a corner that doesn't matter. They're congregating where you are. So, you know, you don't want to do that. I'm not even sure where these arachnotrons come from. It's got something to do with that last fight, though. All right, time for the final battle. It's pretty crazy. So by all those revenants, there's like this maze walkway thing, which is such a pain to go by. It's not viable. You can't really be there until the enemies are dead. And I think No Reason knows that, because otherwise, you know, he wouldn't have put all these goodies by this wall. The astral. The astral cacos are actually not that bad here. They sort of get stuck with all the other enemies. It's when they have the option to move, that's when they're real tough. Now, I actually did this fight really well. I was able to last very, very long without losing much health. Which is good, but, you know, there's a very finite amount of resources here. I did die in this fight once because I didn't remember where the Megasphere was, and you can't see it with all the cacos dead. So I, like, practiced the movement, like, with my eyes closed before the next attempt. And it happened to be when I looked there, there were no Cackle corpses that time. Anyway, now enough Revenants are dead, so I'm free to go. Run around a little more. Ammo's not a concern, like broadly, so you don't have to be efficient. It's only making sure you have ammo on your person. That makes sense. But there's enough ammo in the level, you're fine. Now, as it turns out, we're not done. 4 secrets left? And in no SP level, you know what that means? And we haven't actually finished this final battle here. There's more. There are a lot of archfiles. And the way they're positioned, they don't look too bad until you remember. Right, this is NoSp3. They revive each other. And they're on some rather defendable platforms. So getting over there would be quite risky. So let's see. Let's think about what's the safest way to do stuff from a distance. Shoot rockets, okay. But if they revive each other, maybe I could keep up if I get lucky. So let's see what happens. I can't believe I put myself through. Ugh. I can't even watch. This makes me so sad. This is so disgusting. So as you can see, this isn't gonna work, but I keep trying it for a little while. I get so close. It's so close many times. All right, 42 health. Uh, I had so much health at the start of this. And notably 42 for all you big time Doom fans is the minimum damage you can receive from an archvile. Granted that the minimum damage to your health you can take from an archvile when you have mega armor. I mean, maybe it's possible to have it be lower. I've never had it be lower, other than totally blocking the blast damage. So, basically, the actual position is always the same true distance, the true Euclidean distance away from you, that the archvile's explosion is between you and the explosion. But the distance Doom calculates that explosion to be from you is farther if you're in a cardinal direction, north, south, east, west, because it uses the Chebyshev distance, which it just says what's bigger, X or Y? Okay, I'll use that. And it doesn't do the square root thing. So eventually, I'm going to have to give up here and just do it. Just do it with the BFG. And I run in and I make sure to slam into the side so that they don't knock me off when I get blasted. And of course, As always, when you kill some vials, that's never enough. There are always more. So these guys aren't too bad. I wasn't really worried about damage, although maybe I should have been, because I didn't have that much health left. More so, I was concerned about getting blasted off the world. You know, you fall here, it's game over. So I got some imps. Really nothing scary at all. I mean, there are some vials, but there are some enemies you would prefer an archvile to do than to revive, compared to it attacking. An imp is, of course, one of them. Imps and zombie men, I would say, are beneficial when they get revived, because them respawning is less valuable than the archvile attacking. Anyway, here's a secret. This is actually easy to find. Yes, I didn't need to use a guide or, you know, cheats or anything like that, because I saw that hallway and I was like, just some imps? There's got to be some other reason for this hallway to be here. And here it is. You get this like orange zone by activating the secret. And this was actually very like tense for me in my first playthrough at least. Because, well, there aren't that many enemies here actually. It's pretty much a drip feed of cyber demons very slowly. And I do really baby it, because I didn't remember how many cybers there were, so I was like, what if I run out of ammo? Also, this room should look familiar to you if you watched my Flotsam series, although, again, there are no enemies here, oddly enough, even though in Flotsam map 12 there was a room that looked just like this. There were 3 cybers at the same time. Now there's only 1. I guess I'm not complaining. We're half an hour in the map. So I will say aesthetically, this map looks great. It's a tried and true Doom aesthetic of this like grid Tron world or whatever. The open big fight at the beginning, I mean, let's be real, I cheesed it by teleporting off. I liked some of the like small room fights and I liked the ending fight, but grinding out, clearing out the enemies from the main area, it's a long time. That's really my only complaint. I guess this area could have been more populated, but you know, that's really not like an issue. Sometimes it's a slow drip feed of enemies, and that's fine. There are already enough very difficult secret fights in these speed maps, and that, you know, like this is just a big secret area that looks cool. It doesn't need a huge fight. That's fine. So yeah, there are a lot of secret doors here. I don't think all of them are even marked as secrets. I don't think all of them are even needed to open up the secret exit. Though, again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure. I think so. Besides, you need to open up all of them for all the kills, so no real option there if you're going for a max run. And at this point, I forgot where the last guys were. So, yeah. A little embarrassing there. Now we get this very weird finale. Alright, I do admit it. I can't defend every decision No Reason makes. I don't like this finishing fight. Why are there so few enemies? Why are they so easy? I don't get it. You know what? I wouldn't have had an issue if it was just like a couple imps to clue you in. Like, okay, this is where you go. Because sometimes that is helpful. That was from Adventure Time, actually. There was the episode that big in that big cube. And they're like, oh, we got to go to where there are a lot of enemies. Because that means they're defending it. But the thing is, they were like spawning very slowly. So it just ended up being slow. I don't really get that. And yeah, I can't find the last enemy now. Let's see if I remember now what the last enemy is. Not in the video, in the demo, but like currently. I think, is it the spider demons? No, I would have killed them already. Maybe it's, okay, it is the spider demons. I can't believe this. I really forgot about them and then almost died to the spider demons. Alright, so there we go. That's map 13. Cool level. It does have some weirdness, but it wasn't like it was super hard, so who cares if it was a little weird, you know? Though I will say, a lot of these NoSp3 maps are very difficult to stream because the maps are just too big. They have too many enemies on screen and the render distance is really far. So I haven't been able to stream a lot of them. Anyway, bye.